What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful interview. And this time we're actually in Georgia. We're not in Charleston. I actually think the last time I traveled was to Florida. Shout out to Brandon Gomes. And dude, I just can't believe we're here. I got my twin.
Twin.
Marcellus Apollo.
Yes, sir.
And this is the first time I've interviewed somebody with the same name as me. Spelt a little different,
Yeah,
right?
two L's. He's got one L. Mine got two L's.
And, I've met a Marcellus with MARCELLUS.
Oh, word.
And I've met so many different Marcelluses. Shout out to him. I met him at Family Dollar. But, dude, I got the one and only, the creator,
Marcellus.
or the creative, the up-and-coming artist. Dude, this is like a dream come true. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, bro?
Man, I can't complain, man.
I
It's
heard
been
that.
like an honor to meet him in
Yes,
person.
sir.
We first met on Instagram. Shout out to Young Deji. We were like, maybe just doing the music review
he was
thing.
doing a music review, and he was in there, and we exchanged
Socials,
we
basically,
was like, hey, hit me up. I was like, bet we got the same name. That's really how it started.
And that's
off.
rare, you know. Have you ever met anybody with the same name as me?
Other than you know,
Yeah.
other than my dad,
So we'll kind of start with the basics. Where are you from?
I'm from Georgia, Soperton, Georgia, a little small town, right on the outside of anybody knows where Dublin, Georgia is, or Macon, Georgia, like right on the outside of that. Grew up there. It's a little small country town. Went to school in Trutland High School. It's not too much to talk about. We do have a football player that's from there, NFL player. He was my classmate, TK McClendon. Shout out TK McClendon. He played for the Titans. So yeah.
No, that's cool though.
Yeah,
Some
man.
people don't even like look around on the growth of where they come from. So do you think that where you're from, has it grown? Has it stayed the same? Because where I'm from, it's kind of gotten a lot bigger. Charleston, South Carolina. Like I don't really know that much about Georgia. So is Georgia again? Like where you're from, is it blown up? Like is it a bit more populated?
I wouldn't say a bit more populated because it's like an older, like an older country town, like with old people, not like old people, but like older people. So it's really just populated by kind of the same families that's been running it for years and years. So it's getting better, as in like they're putting stuff there. Two gas stations are the same gas station we don't really need, but just getting things.
That's everywhere now.
Yeah, man. You can't turn around without seeing a gas station or a Dollar General. They build my homeboy
Those
said
are
they build a
everywhere.
Dollar General up your ass if you let them.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Where did you grew up the most? Where you're from? Like where were you at? Where'd you spend most of your time? Was it like school, you think, or like?
It was back and forth. It was back and forth between Soperton. I did come here where I stay now in Statesboro, Georgia, but this was like foreign land to me because we used to only come here to go to the water park. We got this water park here called Splash in the Burrows, like a big water park. And we used to come here with my church all the time. So it was like foreign land out here. So I never really knew that this was a small college town. People went to college here. My mom went to college here. So I was really like back and forth between in Soperton. Didn't really go anywhere. Didn't get out until I graduated. Got my car. And I just started exploring. Like you like driving. I just like exploring, man. Going places, man. If I had a car right now,
I honestly don't like driving, but I like doing it because one, it gives me I think a lot, so it gives me time to be able to think and decipher things in my life and all that. So like in elementary school, what do you remember the most? Like, was it something that stuck out? I know I've kind of already asked that, but just like when you're in elementary school, middle school, and high school, you kind of develop your talents and stuff at that age. So like, did you notice that you were gonna do what you do now in elementary school, or was there like something else you were focused on?
Yes, I wanted to be an inventor when I was younger. When I was
what?
Like just anything. I used to tear toys apart and try to put I tear this toy apart and tear this toy apart and try to put it together
That's
to
some
make
Toy
something
Story
new.
stuff. You ever seen Toy Story?
Yeah, most definitely. So I was into that, like just taking things apart and finding the construct of it and just learning about it, just learning about the electronics. And didn't know nothing about it, but just like seeing like, okay, I can break this toy to see the inside. So let me see what's in here. So I wanted to be an inventor. Then going through middle school, I actually snuck into band. I was in another class. I didn't want to be. It was a computer class, a typing class. I could not type for nothing. Still can't type to this day. And I snuck into band class, and I told the band teacher, I was like, hey, I'm supposed to be in here. They just haven't changed your schedule yet. I'll be on the schedule soon. I lied to him for like 2 days, 2-3 days, and he was like, come in my office. You're not really supposed to be here, are you? I'm like, nah. But I was so well proficient with percussion. He was like, tell you what, go back to the class you're supposed to be in. we gonna get you in here.
Right.
And ended up getting in band, and I was in band from 6th to 8th grade. In the 6th grade, I got most outstanding percussionist.
Would you did you have friends that kind of pushed you to do it, or were you like, was that a self-driven thing?
Yes. So my homie Isaiah Walker, shout out Isaiah Walker. He did the same thing I did. We snuck in the band because he wanted to play the trumpet, and I was percussion. And actually, we both wanted to go in there and do percussion, but he ended up picking up the trumpet. He ended up leaving, and I ended up staying. And that was the story. That's how it went.
No, that's actually cool, man. I never really got into like the band side. I did choir and I tried to do it. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable doing that type of stuff because I think I was a very outdoors person at the time, like growing up in elementary school. So I always tried to like football and sports. Did you ever play any of that or no?
Yes, I played football. I got hit. I told my dad I wanted to go home.
Yeah, he said,
that was it, bro. I was like, no more.
Yeah,
because it was that thing where you gotta lay down.
Yeah.
And get up and run the tackle. I said no. I seen the first couple.
I think that's the Oklahoma drill or something like that.
Yeah. Whatever that's called. That drill right there. Man, I seen the first dude get hit. I said, Dad, no. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Man.
No, I
it's
do
like
not
you think about what is it, CTE or something like that with their head and stuff. Like you could really develop such a such a weird disorder from playing football.
Yep.
So I was gonna ask, where'd you go to elementary school or middle school? Like for some people watching this,
it was all Truitland High School, middle school. It's in Truitland County. It's in Soperton. Well, Soperton is the county. Truitland is the county. Soperton is the city. I'm sorry. Soperton is the city. Truitland is the county. So I went to Truitland High School, Truitland Middle School. I didn't change schools. I started out to almost go to Swainsboro High School. Shout out Swainsboro High School. Started to almost go there when my mom moved up there, but we didn't end up going. We just stayed and graduated from Truitland.
Right. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Especially in Georgia, I've never really I met a few people, shout out to the people I've interviewed who are from kind of like lived in Georgia, but I feel like a lot of them left like elementary school and then went to Charleston for middle school and stuff. So if there's one place you could move or you wish you could have lived, where would you want to live? Like when you were kind of young, you may not, but me, when I was young, I was like, man, I wish I didn't live in Charleston. I wish I lived in like Ohio or like, sadly, but that's because I was born there. So I always tried to go back to where I'm from. Yeah. But I'm just asking a weird question.
No, you good. Cause that's a great question because probably because my dad was stationed in, he was in the Navy and he was stationed in Virginia and he lived in Virginia for a little while. So that would have been cool. I always like the thought of that. Or California, where my mom was. Yeah. So my mom was stationed in California when she was in the Army. So either one of those places would have been cool.
How was it being a military baby?
It wasn't really. I wasn't really a military baby because by the time I was born, they was out of the military. Oh, wow. Yeah, they weren't even in the military. My dad didn't do all his.
Were they like strict on you though, or like did it play like a role?
My dad was. Yeah. My dad has really, really, really tough love. And my mom's more like on a mom, like on the sweet side. So but she can get tough too. Now don't play with mom. So
is it? Yeah. You think it's been a good thing, bad thing?
Yeah, it's been a great thing because it kept me disciplined. It kept me out of the streets where most of my friends. Their parents, they end up in the streets. Their parents weren't as strict as my parents was. It's like, no, you can't go out past this time, or no, you can't hang with that person. And to me as a kid, or to us as kids, we feeling like you cramping my style, but they really protecting you because they know their parents.
And then there's some people who don't have kids, so there's no there's no guidance or structure to be able to put them in a good position. I was gonna ask though, what's like the worst thing you did growing up?
I broke my little brother's finger and I lied about it. So
that's gruesome.
Listen, bro. Listen.
Hey, so, if you were my bro, I'd be hurting.
This what happened. We have just watched. I don't know. We used to watch a bunch of movies as a kid. I got two other brothers. I'm the oldest, so it's me, Josh, and Caleb. Shout out Josh and Caleb. We were outside. We had just got done watching some movie about gold, getting gold out of the ground. So I'm out. When you say you like the outdoors, I like the outdoors too. But I was I'm finna go climb in this tree. I'm finna go set this snare up so I can catch a rabbit, or I'm finna dig in the dirt. Or I seen they dig in the dirt. I'm finna go find fossils. Yeah. So that day, I wanted to find gold. So I'm digging in the front yard. I put a little stake in the ground, digging in the front yard. I'm hitting it with a hammer, a mallet. My dad's mallet that he used on cars. Bow, bow. My little brother is about to go to grab it as I'm hitting. Bam, right on his finger.
Oh, did he cry? Like, well, obviously,
dude,
he I don't know why I asked that.
So bad. He cried so bad. My mom's like, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, he rolled over on his finger on a bat, on an aluminum bat."
She didn't believe me,
bro. No, she didn't believe me. She was like, "That didn't even sound right."
Yeah.
And I told her,
I think like those moments make your childhood a lot better.
Most definitely.
It sucks that someone got hurt and stuff, but like I have so many. Like my brother made me. We used to wrestle, and he tackled me into like a chair like this, but a rocking one, and I hit my head on the corner of like the thing, and it busted open, blood everywhere.
Oh boy!
We had to hide it from my mom, and obviously she found out.
Yeah, I hit a busted. Caleb again.
Yeah.
We just used to beat up on Caleb. He the baby, so we just used to beat up on him. Yeah. But we hit he jumped through we had a bunk bed. He jumped through our ladder on the bunk bed. His bed had the little rails on it that hold up the box spring, and it was like thin. So if you hit it right, you can cut yourself. Yeah. He fell head first, and cut his thing. We thinking it's just like a little gash. We put a Band-Aid over it. He had to get stitches.
Yeah. Next thing you know, it was like it was what you call it. What is it? Whenever I forgot the thing. When the game where you put the surgeon thing.
Oh yeah, Operation.
Yeah,
it was just like Operation.
That's what it was. But on the forehead. So no, I was gonna say, man, you do music and stuff like that, and did you like kind of do like make any music in high school, or like were you doing anything? Like when did you? What's up with that?
So music, you can say music's been like my entire life. I've been doing music, performing as a toddler before elementary school, before band, for my grandmother, my mom's mom, just doing James Brown dance or singing James Brown, Michael Jackson. In high school, going through elementary school, writing what I felt like were love songs. This was at the time Mindless Behavior was out, so I'm trying to do some vibes like that, like some Mindless Behavior.
I love Mindless Behavior.
But with my brother, shout out Mindless Behavior. But with my brother, so it was me, my brother Josh, my cousin Zeke, and my other cousin Jay. So doing that, we had a group name called Black Brother Love, and we told my mom, she's like, "No, y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that name."
Bad, though. I feel like like when you come up with these type of names, like those could actually boom you up more. It sounds weird, but that like it doesn't have to stick forever.
Yeah.
So what kind of like did y'all do like dance routines and stuff?
Yes, bro.
Mindless Behavior was like a dance group.
It was me, Josh, and Zeke. We're gonna be like the front guys, and Jay played the drums. So he was gonna be the drummer. That was what he was gonna do. He was just gonna be the drummer.
Are you good at dancing?
No, I am terrible at dancing. I try to dance, but I am terrible at it. So
okay. It could be worse. Like you could honestly have no rhythm, and I feel like when you have no rhythm in like music or anything like that, it's impossible to do.
Most definitely.
Did you like in high school? Did you get a job, or like what was your first job, or what was like the extracurricular you did outside of high school?
I actually didn't get a job until I was out of high school, so it was just really just high school. And after I got out of high school, I worked at this place called J&B Steakhouse. It's in Vidalia, Georgia. Actually, first it was Dollar General. I worked there for 2 days. No, 2 weeks. Got a shit. I just didn't like it because it was like I had to wear black pants and a black shirt, and I was in there stocking on my hands and knees. I'm like, bro, at the time it's my first job, so I'm not knowing that. Hey, this pretty much what any of these store jobs gonna be if you gonna be stocking hands and knees, stocking stuff that you don't want to touch.
I don't like doing it. I wouldn't want to do it either, especially like I'm not a big just sitting doing tedious stuff.
Yeah,
you know
most
what
definitely.
I mean? What's some advice you can give to anybody like for their first job, or like just something to help people?
Don't think too hard about it. Just do it. It is what it is. I work at Crumble Cookie. It's just cookies. Don't trip. If you mess them up, if you mess up anything, don't trip. It's okay. You gonna mess up. Life is full of mess ups. If you focus on that one mess up, you won't get to explore the rest of life, or what the rest of that little stone just stopped you from exploring. So don't worry about it.
Especially my first job was Chick-fil-A, and like I had to scrub urinals and stuff, and I was like, after that I was like, man, I had a rude awakening, because it's like you know, we all need money in a way and stuff, and you want to save up to get this and that.
Yep.
But sometimes you have to do stuff you don't want to do in order to get like where you want to be in life, you know? So what's something that's holding you back presently? Do you feel like anything's kind of like made you not be able to reach your full potential?
Yes. My content, it needs to be better. I need to, we talked, we had a conversation, but I need to take heed of what you told me and just also look at different avenues to do, like you said, different apps, different avenues to just post things on. That way I can grab their attention, because I have the creativeness. I just need to
go harder.
Go harder.
Yeah, you do. And especially whenever you do start doing that, you'll start getting better over time, because no matter how good you are, like, you can get better. And if you just keep doing it and like posting it or creating over time, it's just going to get better. It's just a proven thing that happens unless you really are not trying to grow, you know? Definitely. And I think a lot of people get stuck at that whenever they make content, like, what do I do next? Like, how do I, you know? And you really have to dig deep within yourself and kind of like do what you did when you were a kid with the toy, with the stick. Yeah. You would be like, this is a gun, you know what I mean? You're not trying to be all violent about it, but it's just still like, that's like the thing for it, you know? So, like, after high school, did you like try to like pursue your music harder, or like, did you like, what happened after high school? I know you said you got the job and stuff, but like,
so
because you're still young, you know?
I'm 26.
You're still young. So like, what's something that's like your biggest achievement, like, that you've been trying to do, or like, or not even like your biggest achievement, but like, what's something you're trying to do now and present, you know?
Music wise, just post more, because that's the biggest thing.
Or just advertising your own music.
Advertising it. And I said that the other day. I'm waiting on, because I got an engineer. Shout out Baby Hawk. That's my engineer. He's from Oklahoma, Panhandle, Oklahoma. Coolest dude I know. He came to me and was like, bro, I want to mix your music. But anyways, just getting my music out, because I have on my laptop over maybe 30, 40, 50 songs that I've just done, just recorded, and don't have any, because I can't mix myself. And I should learn. That shouldn't be that should not be an excuse, but I have somebody who is willing to do that for me, and just getting the mixes, which I know lives, so I know he's going through life, but just posting more of that. And I can't wait on the mix. So I need to, what I was telling myself is I need to, even with me having a song, if I feel like the song is good, record a video for it, even if it's not complete. Because 9 times out of 10, it sounds good on what I recorded on.
What was the first thing you recorded on? Do you remember?
Yes, I have the mic still. I can't remember what it is without putting my hand on it.
Or just even like the moment. When was like the first time you made music?
Okay, that's what I was gonna tell you about. It's this homie that lives across the street from my dad, named BJ Little. Shout out BJ Little. I'm doing a lot of shout outs.
No wrong with that. Without those shout outs, you wouldn't be the person who you are today. That's that's what I do too. But I honestly, they know by now.
Most definitely.
Cause I'll be like, shout out them, shout out this and that, and it's hard to
to shout out everybody. Shout out everybody.
So many people that like contribute to who you're becoming and things. So
BJ, he was across the street. Went over there. Matter of fact, I was still in school. So I kind of jumped when I got the job. I was pursuing music, but so before that, I was still in school, high school, 11th grade. Went over there one day and he was rapping to a beat, and I'm like, "What you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm rapping, bro. I'm finna." He rapped before. He had been rapping. I didn't know this. He had been making music. Went over there, and he was like, "Here, bro, get this piece of printer paper, and write these raps. Just write whatever you feel." Garbage,
so
bro.
Do you like write now? Like,
yes, I still write. I still write.
You don't like to freestyle or anything?
I try to freestyle, but honestly, I can't. And maybe if I tried more, like if I freestyle more, it'll be some days where I be got a little up there and get a little elevated. And I can bust out a freestyle, and I'd be like, dang, I wish I would have recorded it, because it's hard. But I write everything.
Just practice makes perfect. What kind of music do you consider yourself making? Or what kind of music do you create?
weed smoking music.
Yeah,
that's my vibes. I like because of that's what I do. So I tell people I'm more in the realm of like Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Larry June. I'm in that lane right there. I'm in my own vein of it, but I'm in that lane because really before that it was I didn't know. Yeah. And I found out who Currency was, and I was like, bro, this dude's hard. Yeah. Let me listen to bro.
All of everybody's like in that realm of like weed music and stuff is really hard. Especially when you think about the progression that they make when, like, think about Wiz. Like, Wiz went from boom to boom, and it's like he's still known as that. So it's cool to see people hate on something for so long until it becomes so normalized. So what's like a song that you would recommend to people or like
one of mine or one of theirs?
Yeah, one of yours.
One of mine. I just dropped this tape, 5 Business Days. Go listen to French Fried. Go listen to the whole tape. But French Fried is my favorite song on there. I enjoy recording that. 5 Business Days, Marcellus Apollo on all streaming platforms.
Okay. What's some advice you can give to, or even what's one thing you would tell somebody who wants to make music or like is trying to find their identity in making music?
Be yourself. I had a hard time learning that a lot myself, and it took for me listening to Tyler the Creator for me to be like, this dude is just making music that's him. Like if you see,
especially when he first started.
Yes,
because when he first started, he did like Bonker or
it was
Yonkers,
Yonkers,
and just all that stuff. And it's kind of crazy because now he doesn't perform any of that stuff. And he won't do it.
He says he hates it.
He shows you how deep of a character state he was in to be able to make that music. Because he was probably going through it a lot. Now he's got the butterfly and all that, and he's peaceful, positive, and that's what I'm saying. Seeing the growth in artists is like one of the most coolest things, especially in our generation. Because I'm 27 and it's flipping beautiful, bro. Because it's like, I wish Mac Miller was still alive to see that. Because that's who I followed, and Wiz really hard, but Mac Miller a lot too. So, who's your favorite artist?
Currency.
Yeah,
I freak with Currency. I can't just say Currency because before that I was a huge, and still is a huge Travis Scott fan. Yeah, that's why when I started making music, I was trying to make music like Travis Scott. Yeah, like if you go back and listen to my original things, you'd be like, yeah, he was trying to. This was like Travis Scotty, but I fell from that hill and kind of stumbled onto another one, for lack of better words. And
what's your favorite Travis Scott song then?
All of them.
Yeah,
all of them.
I like Coco, I think that's what it's called, or Sweet.
Oh yeah,
I like that one. That's my favorite one. Sweet by Travis Scott. I don't want to go to a concert though, especially after all that stuff that happened. I'm like, man, I'd rather not.
Yeah,
I'll pass. Who do you like? Future collaborations or like? Do you have anybody in mind you would want to do? Like even anybody?
I definitely want to just get in the studio with Currency, just to feel the vibe. Like I don't even want to. If he asks me to record, I'll take it. Yeah. But I just want to just sit in there and
just want to vibe out, feel his energy.
Yes, because I know bro is like so authentic and so organic with it. He just go. I watch when he posts things like the videos or the vlogs when he's posting in the studio, and just how of a vibe and flow it is in there. It's just like, okay, yeah, he got the lights going.
You think you would get nervous though?
I would, but I would probably, once I got elevated, Rise to Elevate, shout out Rise to Elevate. Once I got elevated, I probably would, it'll just shake off. Yeah. It'll shake off, and I'll just be in there just like a goofball.
We're all normal. Like everybody's regular people at the end of the day. You know what I mean? No matter who it is, we're all the same type of people, and like, not trying to be weird. We all die. We all go 6 feet underneath the ground. So
most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, man. This I'm surprised that even you was even willing to want to do this, because some people like they get scared to meet somebody from a different state. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even say get scared, but like, would you ever thought that this was going to happen?
I knew something was going to happen.
Yeah,
that's why I was
talking about it for a while.
We have. So it's like, I appreciate you because you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to drive how far you drove to come out here and kick it with me.
But that's the thing is, like, I think people don't have that, like, support system anymore. Like, people are alone. And if there are a support system, there has to be money involved. And that's what we have to change is instead of it just being like, oh, you have to pay me to come out here or like, you know, shirts and stuff. Like, we should be supporting people. I get not every time, like, for free or, you know what I mean? But if there's like a mutual collaboration thing, then it should just happen. And so I don't know. I definitely want to like tell you though, stay consistent. And ever since I first started following you and stuff when we first met, I already knew that you were going to become something really good. You just have to let go of the stuff. And that's the same with you if you're watching this. If you feel like you're stuck or anything like that, like you have to let go of the stuff holding you back. There's like pros and cons in life that like you go through and you have to make a choice. And if you choose to keep living that way, then you're never going to rise to elevate ever. So
most definitely.
That's why I like doing this because like I feel like, you know, you watch this interview after this one and the next one you come back on and you're like, you know how to do it more and get better, you know, because this is just like a regular conversation. Instead of it being kind of like you ever seen Off the Porch?
I have.
Like someone's just behind the camera.
Yeah,
and
like I talking up there. Yeah,
you know, and that these you know, and I want to teach people how to talk on this type of stuff, so that they can go hop on other people's podcasts. You watch podcasts?
I do. Watch the Joe Rogan podcast. Shout out Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Who
There's
else?
not really many, but there is obviously a lot, but not many people really watch podcasts. So like, I don't know. It's something more popular now, you know. But do you have any up and coming projects or like anything coming up soon?
Cobalt Chronicles. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it.
Cobalt Chronicles.
What's something like you're looking forward to this year, other than like just music and stuff?
Traveling. I'm going to. Even though you said not music, I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to Oklahoma to chill with Hawk. And we gonna finish Cobalt Chronicles. Yeah, man.
You have to, man. Especially if you really want to get to where you want, you have to travel. Thing. And what's the furthest you've been to?
California and Flint.
Yeah.
Oh no, California, Flint, Texas, Louisiana. I drove through Louisiana to get to Texas. Mississippi, I drove through there to get to Texas. In Tennessee. That's the farthest I've been.
No, yeah, it's real. How do you always be yourself when you wake up? Like, what's something that you do that you have to, not say have to do, but just something you do to be able to maintain, to be you?
Meditate. I meditate a lot. I go outside with no shoes on, get grounded. I got shoes on today, but I go outside and get with no shoes on. Even when it's raining, and just go get grounded. You know, just have to. I don't know. Just have to breathe life and just speak it. Like you said, just speak things into existence.
Manifestation is real.
Most definitely.
You believe in manifestation?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I believe that whatever you speak can become
reality. Become real. Especially if you put in the work. If you put in the work, you're just doubling it up on yourself.
Yes.
Know? So
I seen that.
Yeah.
I see with meeting you, with meeting Hawk, with just I ain't gonna say meeting Deji, but I guess meeting Deji because he does follow me. So just meeting Deji and just how close I am, and this is gonna be crazy to you that you said manifestation.
Yeah,
I said that. What was it? 2022. I got a video on my phone. I said I will be signed to Jet Life, and I said it a bunch of times. I got the video. I said it like 1,000 times. I will be signed to Jet Life. I will be. I'm jumping on my sofa. Tell me why. I feel like I'm so much closer to it. Not even just getting signed, but just meeting, bro. From what you...
But you have to go just do it.
Yes.
You know? Because you can meet them anytime. Like, they're not hiding, you know? I think they want people to meet them and, you know, feel what you have to say and stuff like that. But you have to go harder and... I don't know, even be willing to accept failure sometimes, or not to meet him, you know, because whatever is destined to happen is going to happen. Yeah. That's something I had to learn the hard truth, because there's people I've been trying to meet and it's not happening. I'm like, maybe we might not ever meet, you know, and I'm okay with that, because you can control what's going to happen, but you can't control everything.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So
for sure.
Real quick, where can we find you on social media?
Marcellus Apollo 1 on Instagram. It's M Apollo 13 on Twitter. I'm sorry, my fault. And Yeah, Marcellus Apollo on all streaming platforms, on all DSPs, iTunes, messed up again, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, everywhere.
Yeah, what's your favorite social media platform?
Reddit. I really like Reddit. Reddit is because they're genuine. That's why I met my engineer, because they really. If they don't like your music, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, it's trash." Well, I actually had somebody say this trash. Shout out to you. I don't know who you are. Shout out to you for saying my music's trash, because that's just gonna make me go hard and ain't gonna make me stop.
You need haters. You need people to make you feel like you're not worth it in order to go harder. You know?
Definitely.
I love it when people. I get so much backlash in everything I do. When I first started all this, I was getting death threats and stuff from random. What is it? *69 numbers, private numbers.
Oh, they was scared.
And they were going crazy. So it's like, if you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right.
Most definitely.
Even doing this, like, I always try to do stuff different. When you do stuff different, you make people more mad, because they're like, dang, I thought he was going to never be able to do this or go there or meet this person. So yeah, man, is there anything you would want to tell the world? I kind of feel like we covered a little bit. I know we could keep talking, but you know, I just wanted to like pick your brain apart, get people to know you. Then the second one is kind of like, I mean, we could probably see like, what is your like writing process and all that, like when you make your music.
Oh, okay, I'm down. Anything I want to tell the world?
Yeah. Or even like, what's your writing process? Like, how do you start your writing? Do you just sit in your room or?
Okay, so I asked my I got a engineer and I got a producer. So my producer, Shooty Pong, shout out to Shooty Pong. I say, bro, send me a beat. He'll send. It may not be today, maybe tomorrow, but just say he do send me the beat today. Send me the beat. I'll know I can write to it if by the moment I put it on, I hear lyrics in my head. So if I play the beat and I hear lyrics, I get up and just write it down. Or if I got to get my phone or write it down.
So it's just anytime.
Yeah, just anytime. Yeah. If the beat don't speak to me, I can't write to it. It's been multiple times where he sent me a beat and it just didn't speak to my spirit like it should have, or at that moment. Because I went back to some beats and I'm like, I maybe can rap on that, but it's been definitely been beats where it's like, nah.
Do you think that like without producers and any of that stuff, would music ever like be what it is now, or like, you know what I mean? Probably not a good way to word it, but like without producers and stuff, there would be no music, because then there's no beat.
I feel like, I don't know, I don't agree with that, because we made beats before there was producers. We were beating on drum, beating on desk and stumping our feet before producers got in there. They just came in and say, hey, let me put this on a track for you, let me produce this for you so it can sound a little bit better, so we can put it in our cars. But I feel like music would still be music if there were no producers. It just wouldn't sound good.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest like controversy things in music, is that people are like, rappers aren't, or artists isn't nothing without this, and vice versa. So I just thought that was interesting. And then even like you think about what music is now, like how do you feel about the music industry now?
Very oversaturated with, we ain't gonna say the word, but you know, with that and just sliding on people and all of that. I feel like it's getting out of hand, because now it ain't songs no more. You really dissing somebody. This is a song about somebody that you want to slide on, that you want to take out, and then you go to jail for it and then upset like somebody snitched on you, but you told the whole story in 3 songs back. Like, what you talking about, bro?
YNW Melly thing.
Like what? You know,
on my mind.
It's like, what? You told on yourself 3 songs back, bro. What you doing? You didn't think they were gonna catch up to you? Come on. Or you end up, either that person hit a song and then they come get you before you get them.
It's a lot of stuff. Do you like make music with anybody around Georgia, or is it like not that big of a music scene here? So
I got 3 homies from Georgia that I make music with that are on my label. We haven't officially got the LLC, but I do say I have a label. Apollo 13 Recordings, that's A13. Is my homie Just Another Youth, or he go by Diamond Face J now. Shout out to Diamond Face J. New Oma, shout out New Oma, and Q Heavy On. Shout out Q Heavy On. Them are my bros, my brothers.
How do you feel about the music scene where you're at now? Like, do you think this area is good? Statesboro, right?
Yeah, it's Statesboro. I think the Migos got locked up here a couple years ago, and they got banned from Statesboro. This was when I was like high school. But I don't really hear too many artists from around here. I don't really know too many artists from around here, but I do know people be like, oh yeah, I make music, or I make beats, or yeah, I do this. And it's just kind of like the energy I bring. I always end up meeting somebody who make music or does something that has something to do with that. So
yeah, that's that twin effect.
Yes, sir.
I still can't believe we have the same name. That's
yes, sir.
Something I forgot during the interview, but I think we already talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we
I
did.
just think that's crazy.
Yours just got 1 L, mine got 2.
Yeah,
like,
I just
literally.
never thought I would be doing ever have anybody on the podcast with the same name as me. You know what I mean? That's
and
one
it's
thing.
said the same. It's even with the L's, it's said the same. Marcellus.
Yeah, so crazy. But dude, it's been an honor. This is interview 126.
Yes, sir.
My boy Twin. Marcellus Apollo.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, you're gonna come back on in about a couple months, and then we can dig a little bit more. I just want people to get to know you, your backdrop. You know, I'll have better steps, and maybe probably get you in Charleston instead of in Georgia
for sure.
So you can be on home ground.
I'm down.
Come see the actual where we do everything and do some more videos. We'll try and do a video with him before. I came here with the expectations of trying to teach people stuff, teach you, you know what I mean? And I appreciate him being open-minded and because some people don't want to learn stuff, you know. And I'm not the best at any, or I'm not like a god, or you know what I mean, this big person or anything, but that's what I feel like I'm set out to do. Do you feel like that you found what you love to do in your life?
Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely have. It's just I say that because I tried to get away from it, because it was a point in time when I was like, I'm done with music. I can't get nowhere with it. And it wouldn't let me go. It chased me down. So it's like, oh, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, let me pour myself into it, because it's not going to let me leave. Music, like I said, music is my life.
Music is your life. Playboy Cardi.
Yes, sir. You know
I haven't even listened to that thing yet. I did a video on it, but I haven't listened to it. But is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Cobalt Chronicles, 813, Marcellus Apollo. Go get it when it come. 5 business days. Go listen to that right now.
Yeah, and definitely shout out social media again one more time. Just
Marcellus Apollo 1 on Instagram.
Sure, y'all got to follow the twin, man. This has been an honor, and I appreciate you even letting me come again.
You know it. I appreciate you.
This was so maybe a week ago.
Yeah,
we planned this.
Yeah,
so this is so last minute.
It's last minute for sure.
And I can only imagine what you were thinking. Dang, this is about to happen.
Yeah,
even for me, I already
I was excited.
Wow,
I was excited. I was definitely excited.
I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog too. Leading up to this moment, I'm gonna use some of the stuff from here. I'm actually gonna switch this real quick. Sorry about that. We're just gonna switch it, and we could just be like, we did it. Hey. I hit my head on the thing. But no, just to finish the vlog and stuff like that. And
I like it.
Be consistent, guys. Remember, the only way to achieve your dreams is through you. You got to get up every single day and grind harder than me, my twin over here, and anybody else you think of in the world. No one else is going to do it. You got to get up every single day and grind. Grind.
Do it.
Love you guys.
Peace.